Your form in the gym is the reason why you're not getting the results that you want as an athlete. And that's the biggest mistake that I had when I was in college, when I was in high school. And so in this video, we're gonna show you exactly how to improve your form. Think about the cues that you need to do to improve each rep, each set within each training session to actually make the results that you wanna get as an athlete. I'm gonna show all of you athletes how to make faster gains in the gym. And it's purely a lack of focus and intent on your form. It doesn't matter what movement you're doing, but we're going to show some ATG movements, what we do to improve athleticism in the gym. Dan is showing us the ATG split squat. Dan, I want you to go with the form that you thought was good in the beginning. What did you do before?
Probably like this.
Okay. Okay. So what I would tell you is what? Lean back, back leg straight, boom, and then we're pressing up. Right? Control the way down, fight the way down, get as deep as you can, relax your toes, engage your big toe, press back up. Right, keep going. Get 5 each side. So I want you guys to understand cues that we give into the gym within the training make way much different of a stimulus than you would if you were to just kind of watch me do the movement or just train and think that I'm doing it right when really it looks like this. You don't even feel it in your hip, right? So many guys send us form videos all the time and it's like this. They're going down. We got to adjust back leg straight, the most knee over toe that you can get, sinking to the bottom, right? And so in this video, I want to go break down basically 4 movements that are very complex that many people have an issue with in terms of training and how to focus on it for, number one, to address any risk of injury that you have because poor form causes that long term, whether you're dealing with a young athlete or older or professional. And then also to be able to maximize muscle stimulus, to be able to maximize joint stimulus, right? When you're at the bottom here, right, and pressing up or whatever you're doing. So split squat is a good example. We're going to bent knee calf raise real quick. So this is a common movement where a lot of guys mess up, right? And even Dan is messing up right now. Slide your foot up a little closer. A little closer. Yep. Butt back, bend your hip, get the most knee over toe you can. Good. Then come up and control the way down. Pressing up as high as you can and then fighting the way down. So already just by me telling him those cues, he's getting that shake in the leg. And we want to chase that shake within each movement with these especially. But again, if he didn't have me guiding him, he'd pretty much just do the movement like this. It'd be an okay stimulus, but he would feel it more in the knee rather than the ankle or the soleus muscle, which is like right here below the calf. Okay, and so there's just a lack of results that you can get within one set. And so if you're feeling like you're not making as fast gains, okay, that's a big thing that athletes just neglect like crazy. If they're squatting and they think they can go heavier, right, but then they twist and they just go down, and it's like fine. It's like, yeah, like I got the weight up, and then the ego comes in. Right? We got to master the form. Can't neglect the form. So, for example, Dan's going to get on the squat. Okay, and I want to show, as a coach's perspective on watching a squat, what I'm looking at. I'm going to describe it to you. And it's so much more than him just going on the squat and going down and not really thinking, I'm just repping squats today. So do how you would do a normal squat, not before kind of training with me. Loading the hips. Okay, good. So start knee over toe, right? Control the way down, focus on form, then bring the hips back, chest high, control elbows tucked underneath, good, sink the glutes, and then press, boom. And when you fire only from the quads. Think about that as you're going down. So you control, boom. No, not hips back first quads, good, good. So just those little cues. He's now getting way more stimulus in the quads rather than loading his hips, right? Which could be uneven if you have imbalances, right? And he's using the slant board. Now again, I'm not saying, squatting back like this is bad, but preferably using the slant board, we want to focus on more quad stimulus. And he's getting that right now with the tempoed squats. Another common movement we see a lot of guys that struggle with form is the landmine clean and jerk. It's a very complicated movement on the page. But I'm going to kind of go through how I would coach it, and then Dan's going to give examples, and I'm going to coach up Dan. Even myself, I'm trying to improve this. So before training sessions as an athlete, I want you to think about, hey, listen, I got to get the perfect rep on each rep, right? Don't just think that if I'm going through the motions and it kind of feels hard and I'm like, and sweating, you're getting the most out of it. Don't assume that. That's what I did. Ended up not necessarily with the scholarships that I wanted, right? Or the ability that I had. I was slow, tight, could not jump, right? So here we go. So I'm going to go through landmine, clean, and jerk and break it down to you as if I was coaching you as a client. So split stance, right? I'm here. I'm going to tuck. Boom. I'm on my toes. My elbow sinks into my hip, right? Not out here, okay? Into the hip. And I'm constantly twisting back and forth. You see that? Load into the hip, okay? The bar does not go side to side. Straight line path. The only thing that moves is your body. Make sense? So it's a clean. I'm here. I throw it up. Boom. I clean it. It's tucked into my hip. Elbows high. Boom. And I'm here. My head is over my foot. Control back down. And then I'm there. And that's one. I'll give an example of the other side. Here. Boom. See that clean? It's a fast clean. It's here. Boom. Tuck it underneath. On my toes. Boom. Like I'm ripping it out. Elbow in here, not behind. See a lot of guys that do this. Here. Back down. Here we go. There's two things that you want to learn with the landmine, right? And he just did it right here. Your front foot should always have the elbow tucked into your hip. Number two, every time the bar moves, your feet move. Here we go. Boom. And press. Stay on the toes. Good. We're bringing the bar too far side to side. We got to tuck it. Just straight line path. Curl it. Curl it up like clean. Strict. There it goes. Boom. 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 Good. Switch sides. Get 2 reps on there. Take a quick look and assess whether or not you're doing well with the form. Boom. There you go. Elbow higher as you come down. Elbow higher. Open that up. Good. Boom. Nice. Control back down. Good. Good. We're going to show one more movement that a lot of people have a lot of mistakes with in terms of mobility, specifically mobility, to the inner and outer hip. So the pigeon and the wall groin, but also the QL. We're going to just demonstrate the QL because it kind of combines a lot of them. So we're just going to go on the ground QL. So you're just like wide, like this, okay? The butt is against the wall or high on the shoulders. Now I want you to kind of think about the coil here. Instead of like regular QL, we're thinking tuck in this elbow, reach the elbow to the sky, and then press up. You see that? Press up. We see a lot of guys that send in form and they reach out. It's no good, right? Because I'm focusing on more one side and I'm not targeting where I want to target. I want to really think about opening up the ribs. That's the goal of the QL extension. Okay, so yeah, tuck it in, right? And this side's going to be the way tighter side, yeah? Tuck that in, elbow high. Good. Do you feel that difference? This side's way easier, right? And if you're not aware of this, if you're not aware of where you have tightnesses and balances, you're going to stay stagnant. That's what I did. I was a quarterback. I always threw my right side. I was chronically tight on this side compared to the other side. But I never like looked at it in training. I just kept training and training. Nobody corrected me. So again, if you're an athlete, maybe who can't afford a coach, it doesn't matter. Think about your form. You make way faster gains as an athlete, number one. Number two, you'll learn about how your body functions, where you feel pain. If you have pain in an area, if you feel discomfort, you'll know how to address it way faster. And you'll be way more intentional with your training and take it seriously, and it'll become fun. It's almost like a science experiment with your body. So this video is just to teach you guys, number one, focus on your form. Number two, stop being lazy by just training and thinking a sweat is going to get you better or get you scholarships or get you to the level that you want to be at. And number three, if you want me to help you do that, hit the link below. Stay locked in.